Recording in process. Progress. Alright. Let me double check my recording. Still recording. Cool. I'm gonna drink a beer in this because I can. Alright. Cheers. Alright, so we have kind of a cool opportunity here to review a trailer that we completed about 4 years, maybe a little bit more than 4 years ago here at Reparadise. And we completed it for a gentleman who was single at the time, didn't have any kids, dogs, girlfriend, or whatever. So we designed this specifically for the needs of one person. And it was pretty fun to be able to design this large of a Airstream and be able to utilize that much space for just one person's needs. And we got to do some pretty cool stuff in here. It was brought back to us recently by the second owner since we have done the build. And we did some polish touch-up, we replaced some batteries, just a few things to bring it back to life a little bit. But some of the stuff we'd like to showcase from our original build is sitting on the front here is an aqua hot system. This unit heats both the ambient air and the water throughout. So it's kind of a cool system. The heat's glycol fed. And as you can see through the doorway right there, we have a secondary backup heating system, which is, I think it's a Scandinavian made unit.
Not much wood either.
I know, I mean, I grabbed trim pieces and chunks. If that was in my fireplace, those pieces I put in there would have burned out in less than 5 minutes, and it's been running in there for what, 20 minutes now? It's amazing. But yeah, so we do have a full heating system that runs in both sides of the bathroom, the bedroom, the kitchen, the front lounge area that processes through the aqua hot. So if you want some more information about those guys, they're a pretty cool company. They do a lot of big coaches and stuff like that. So this is the first time we've installed one on an Airstream, and it works amazingly well. We did remove the original drum brake system, and we upgraded both axles with a Kodiak disc brake setup. Way better stopping power of something this long and large. It's nice to be able to have the peace of mind of having disc brakes on your unit. We just finished a polish touch-up, blinging pretty nice right now. What else on the outside? What else on the outside? I don't know. Let's just go inside. All right, so the first thing that you see when you enter is this badass wood-burning stove. And even with the small amount of kindling that I put in there, you can stand all the way back here close to the bathroom, and I can feel the radiant heat coming off the exhaust pipe and just permeating this whole place. So everybody loves a fireplace, but this guy really just radiates a ton of heat. You can actually put a kettle on top and get some moisture put back into your trailer. It's not just looks, this thing also is a killer design. You know, as we're talking about space and design when it comes to being able to utilize something uniquely for, you know, a single person, whereas a lot of times this space would be necessary for storage or different components, because obviously this takes up, you know, 1.5 feet or so of usable storage space. We've got a huge stereo install that took up space. Instead of needing the lounge up front to be turned into a dinette or a sleeping quarters for kids or visitors, you know, designing it in a way that the person can, you know, entertain, eat, drink, hang out, play the guitar, lounge. That was more of the focus. So we have a huge area up front for entertainment, basically. We also have a pop-up TV, comes out of the cabinet, put it away, you don't see it. And then a few features that you see in 4 different places in this trailer: handmade glass for doors and cabinet covers. They were built by one of our friends, which is a local glass artist, and they're made to resemble the aspens. So this is the trunk and leaves of an aspen. So in front of the TV and the standoff for the stereo area, we have them backlit to help make them pop. And they've got some really cool texture to them. Pretty thick. I'm gonna suffocate this guy. One of the coolest features to me in this entire build is this centerpiece that runs from the head of the trailer to the tail of the trailer, which is kind of just this keystone piece, along with the rest of the wood in the trailer, is walnut. We were able to put a little bit of ambient light to kind of rain down the sides of the trailers, highlight the aluminum, and breaks up the aluminum a little bit, but ties together this roof line. A couple things that we have hidden in the kitchen is full washer dryer set up. Yeah, on this side we have a couple of 12-volt powered refrigerators that can also be set to whatever temperature. So if you needed 2 refrigerators or a fridge and a freezer, or 2 freezers, you can set these guys independently for whatever your needs are. Tons of storage under here. Client didn't really feel that they were going to use an oven for any needs, so we just kept that space open for other storage. We just have a little dual burner on top and solid surface countertops throughout. Make life easy when it comes to cleaning. And then as we move through to separate the bedroom from the kitchen and the living quarters, we have our bathroom, toilet and washroom on one side, and shower on the opposite. We don't have a black water in this trailer. This is a composting toilet from Nature's Head, and a glass stand on top bowl. In the shower we have a full custom stainless steel pan with a little teak platform. See the nice walnut features throughout. Overhead shelf, your head is at this position, so you kind of feel nice and tight and enclosed into this room. A lot of warm wood throughout. Some storage compartments on either side of the bed, top and bottom, and then of course this lifts up for access to your electrical components. But yeah, the idea was put some wood in here to make it pop and feel warm in comparison to the sometimes cold feeling aluminum. So yeah, that's our build. One of the kind of bittersweet reasons to see this show back up at our shop was we recently had one of our close friends pass away from ALS, and this was his baby. He came in and worked at our shop for a few years and helped us design and build trailers and take our shop to the next level as far as being able to have the skills and the ideas just to be able to complete trailers like this. One of the cool other features that Brian was pretty proud of, and a lot of the friends that he built unique little pieces of wood art for will notice signature pieces here. He was excited about little pieces of flair besides these, like this overhead piece, which is this nice gigantic eye catcher. It's the little things like this that are pretty awesome. Instead of just throwing a light in the ceiling or having a whole cabinet that kind of takes over the space, having these little lights are very creative way to utilize the space and tie certain elements of the rest of the build together. And the same with our display feature here is adding a classic clock to it along with our more modern features is kind of a throwback to the craftsmanship that it takes to hand make all these wood pieces compared to this more modern flair that sits directly underneath it. He produced a lot of art in his wood and his craft for friends, family, and early on when I started up Reparadise, he came and was super excited to try his hand at an Airstream. But yeah, it's a testament to his craft, what he could produce, and his skills, and it's awesome to see that it's still in use and still loved, and to get it back in the shop and kind of reminisce about who our friend was and what he could do. It's great that we have a trailer that we can get back in here every few years and have a little beers and a cheer to our buddy Brian Rao. So here's to him.